Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen now on first down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Allen. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Going to throw deep for the... And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A first down carry for Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And a little floater there is incomplete.
They had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. From the gun on 3rd down, Lauletta. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. On 1st down, it's Lauletta. He dumps it off to Barkley. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Again, Lauletta. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Lauletta. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. In for the score. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He gets it to Gurley, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And unsuccessful there trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now Allen throwing on second down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action, Allen. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Allen. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Long letter. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On first down, it's Gurley. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I remember playing, and from a safety's perspective, when you saw a toss play and trying to see guys get to the edge and get outside, that was always a tough moment because where do you go to pick up the ball carrier? If they seal the edge and seal the perimeter, they're going to bounce that outside. It's a lot longer run, and you got to make sure your angle is right because once they get to the edge, they're going to pick up good yardage. Your job now is to make sure they don't go all the way for a touchdown. You have to become an excellent tackler against a lot of bodies out leading a runner. And on this play, the defenders were finally able to rally to the ball after a big pickup of yardage and hurt him out of bounds.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got it first and goal at the 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, if you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
On third down. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They're going for it. It's Lauletta. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And this is going to depend on forward progress, but they're saying no. He didn't get there. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed.
Allen off the play fake. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Allen going to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Rob Gronkowski with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Lauletta on first down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Lauletta looking for a first down throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Throwing on third down, Lauletta. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. On the counter, Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Allen. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now Allen to throw on second down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone. And that takes us from second to third down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On play action, Allen. Now he steps away. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first and 10, Lauletta under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's a give to Barkley. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch him now, Barney.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Check three. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Allen looking to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
throwing on first down is Allen. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Rob Gronkowski as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Lawletta on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He's got room to run past the 20. And finally taken down to the 26-yard line. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll fake it. Now Lawletta.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Watch him now, Barney.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Where is this play going? Now he'll throw deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Lauletta. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That's caught by Butler over the middle. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
On 1st down, it's Lauletta. This one complete to Lacey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stain.
Odell Beckham Jr., 30, 10, 5, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 76 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Rosas now to kick this one away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. Following the penalty is Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, there was a bunch of pressure that time on 3rd down. They nearly got him. Probably should have gotten him, but he's able to escape the pocket. But unfortunately, by then, that play had already broken down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The New York set to take the field. And if they're going to take it in for another touchdown like they did on their last drive, they're going to have to do it the hard way, starting at the 1.
And boy, is that a difficult position. Obviously, where they are on the field, they have to be careful with the football. But at the same time, they can't be so careful that they can't run their offense as well. Everyone's got to lock in this situation. No mistakes.
From the end zone. Lauletta. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Lauletta now to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 84 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. And they'll throw again with Lauletta. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They run. It's Gurley. They find some open field here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Green 39.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Rams on third down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Allen off the play fake. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Gurley looking for a repeat of his 2017 performance. He's off to a good start as the Rams come up first and 10. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Rob Gronkowski from 13 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And now out come the Giants. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam.
Watch him now, Barney.
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to the QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He finds his target, Beckham. Another catch for him. He's over the 250-yard mark now for the game, and he's got another first down. Lauletta on first down. Forced out to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Rams have got it back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Flush to his right, and it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Detroit,
got rid of it.
Detroit.
No one got it.
Detroit!
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Zerline now for the P8. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This is caught. Gronkowski. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Past the 20. Touchdown, Allen. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now it's Lauletta. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Lauletta. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Desperation time on 4th down for Lauletta. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now Allen. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Lauletta. And this will be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. There's the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Four down. All right, here we go. 3-19.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a